Welcome to the most exclusive streaming show you've ever heard of, which I like to call
Caroline, I love you so much. Why did you have to go to Greece and abandon me? But I guess it's okay. I just want to have a good time and a nice adventure.
I might work on improving and or shortening that title later, but for now, that's what I'm sticking with. Also, you'll notice that you can't exactly see my face right now. That is because I really didn't have time to figure out how to do my camera, and I don't have a very good camera right now, so I might look at fixing that later, but for today, you're getting just my voice as I play Terraria. So, also, if you don't actually watch this thing, or you watch part of it and then are bored with it, please let me know. I promise I won't be offended, but I am happy to make these for you. This was very entertaining setting all of this up. So, jumping right on into it. Right now, I am playing on this character that I lovingly called Masochist, because that is the difficulty level that I'm playing on in this modded world. And so I'll try to explain some of the mods that I'm using right now as far as what's going on, what I'm trying to do, all that good jazz. So right now, this is my basic base I've set up. These are my relics. You can see I've defeated 2 bosses so far. This is for the Eye of Cthulhu, and this is for the Trojan Squirrel, which is a modded boss, so it's not something you'd ever find. Oh, Fallen Star. I think that was Calcifer. Anyways, not something that you'd find in regular Terraria. You'll also notice I don't really have chests. Instead I have this thing. This is my magic storage system. So that just holds all of my items, which is really nice. And this is my magic crafting menu. So that has all of my different crafting stations. You can see a workbench, furnace, lead anvil, table and chair in there. So I don't need to make any more storage ever, and it's really nice. Some other mods that I'm playing with include this, which is the boss log. I'm a big fan of this one. This is what I explained to you. It tells you the next thing that you're supposed to do. So right now it says my objective is the King Slime, and what I'm trying to get is right here, the Slime King Slasher. This is also a modded item. It's a really good one though. It is a really overpowered melee weapon for this point in progression. So that's the objective right now. I'm trying to get, Traveling Merchant. I'm gonna go say hi to him. I'm trying to get Ruby so that I can make that slime cleaning spot. But for right now, let's see what he's got. Oh, the Gray Zappinator. This is a really good weapon. You can see it does 42 magic damage, and I have all of my magic filled up here on the top right of the screen. Right now, my most powerful weapon does 16 damage, and this does 42. Sadly, it costs 17 gold, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it before the Traveling Merchant runs away, but I'm gonna try. So that's my focus right now. So in order to do that, step 1 is I need to trap him and hope that he doesn't run away. I've never tried to do this before because I've never had an item I wanted this much from the Traveling Merchant. This is a weapon I have right now. It's called the Harpoon Gun. It shoots out harpoons, as you can see. It's pretty nifty in that way. And he's Remy is up there just vibing. I also think I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little bit better everything that's going on. Give me some feedback on that too, because I have a big ol' monitor here, so this looks super giant to me, but if you're watching it on your phone, it'll probably seem really tiny. I'm going to leave the UI scale where it is though. So let me know if you want it to be smaller or bigger. So I'm going to fight the Trojan Squirrel, and for this I am going to need my whole screen. So this is the Trojan Squirrel. As you can see, he is a mean boy. Oh, that was a bad move. Fortunately, I have the power of the Second Amendment on my side, so he doesn't stand much of a chance, sadly. He is doing some damage to my NPCs though. You can see a grappling hook is pretty powerful in this context. This boss is pretty interesting for a number of reasons. I really like his attacks. Some of them are pretty hard to dodge, especially when he gets into his final phase, which he just did. So he gets a lot more aggressive now and does these exploding jumps, those ones, that are pretty hard to dodge. But if I'm under the platform when he goes up on it, oh, there we go, then I can just get out of the way. So we have successfully purchased the Gray Zappinator. But now I want to try it out. So we are going to fight that boss again. Oh, definitely. This is dealing a lot of damage. But that's going to be really nice for, like, the last mode of bosses. Most bosses in this mod have what's called a desperation mode. So it's like one last crazy attack that they do. And they're really hard to beat during their desperation mode. So I'm hoping that this Zappinator will help me with some bosses in that last desperation mode. There we go. Alright. Now it's time to head underground and find some rubies. Yay! Oh, I got a floaty. You like this item. Might just use that. Well, that was unfortunate. Rubies! I finally found them. They're over here by the lava. I am so happy. I could just scream. But I won't, because I want to be kind to your ears and sensitive. Also, I don't want my family to hear me screaming in my room by myself. Well, it's boss time. So I have this convenient pylon here. Normally you can't put a pylon in the Crimson or Corruption, but I have hacks enabled. I mean, mods turned on. I had to go home and get some things because I forgot the crown part of the slime crown. But now we have it. Another mod that I have lets me turn boss summons into infinite boss summons, which is really, really nice. So now I get to fight King Slime as many times as I would like, which might be a few times because that slime rain sword that I want is not a guaranteed drop. Oh, I forgot he drops things always. You might notice King Slime is a different color than normal. Also, he's dropping things out of the sky, which is not normal. Fortunately, I have a Gray Zappinator and a gun. If I get hit, it's definitely on purpose. Just trust me. Oh, that was on purpose too, yes. Everything's under control. No need to panic. No need to panic! No need to panic! See, I told you everything was good. I told you everything was fine. Oh, he despawned. Well, that's awkward. First try. The funny thing is I could edit this so it looks like it's my first try. I won't, but I could, and that feels powerful to me. I could lie to the whole internet and make them think that I'm cooler than I am. That's 2 King Slimes down. And that one gave me the slimy sword. Let me show you why this is so cool. So it deals the same damage as this other sword, but it shoots slime. And it goes pretty far, and it deals pretty good damage, so 12 out of 10 weapon. Would recommend. But for right now, I think it's the Torch God. Okay, so the Torch God is a really funny boss. This is vanilla Terraria. If you place 101 torches underground, it will appear and attack you. So before I do that, I need a bunch of dynamite. So I'm gonna craft a house. Insta houses are one of my favorite modded items also. You can just click and you get a house. And then you can place that house anywhere. So I'm gonna go a little bit underground because that's where the miner likes to live. The demolitionist, not the miner. And I'm gonna stick him there. And then, oh, drat, it's just morning, so he won't teleport there. But the idea is that he would teleport there. Well, while I wait for it to be evening, I think I'm going to fight King Slime a few more times. So, have fun watching this compilation of me killing King Slime. Uno. Dose, but I died right as I killed him. 3, 4, 5. I almost forgot to count that one. Oh, it's a golden slime, it's a golden slime. I gotta keep that boy on screen because if I don't, he'll despawn. He drops a whole lot of new rock. And that's the whole reason I'm fighting King Slime right now. So, golden slime, stick around, please, please, my baby, my darling. I'll do anything for you. Kill all of your brethren. I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Da, 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 you have the sound effects, so you don't need mine. Oh. 1 platinum, 12 gold. Wow, that's what it's all about. Also 6, 7, 8, 9. And with that, it's nearly nighttime, so I think my repeated slaughter of blue jello is concluded. I know you don't like jello very much, so in part I was just doing this to appease you. I hope you enjoyed my merciless treatment of gelatinous substances. So for fighting King Slime so many times, I got over 2 platinum, which is really nice. Let me buy a whole bunch of dynamite. And with this dynamite, I'm going to make a few things. So, with all of the fallen star, yes, makes an instant elevator. This is a Terraria term for an elevator. You just dig a straight tunnel down from the surface down to the underworld, and that's fairly common practice. It makes it really easy to get from the surface to deeper layers, but this does it all for you. So you just toss it down, and just like that, you have a tunnel straight through all of Terraria. Pretty neato. Wow, I made it. Oh, I forgot. So normal Terraria, you can go to the underworld and all you want, you're perfectly fine, but this mod makes you light on fire when you go down there. Which honestly makes sense. I mean, like, that's valid. As you can see, I've placed a few more pylons. Now I have one over here with these 3 NPCs, and I have one way down here in the underworld, and I have one up here for the Goblin Tinkerer, who I will explain in more detail later. For now, next objective, the Torch God. And to fight him, I'm going to use one more dynamite item, which is called the City Buster.